Dundee. Make some fucking noise.
Shout out Iron Bars, big up Mackenzie every time. No further ado, man. Final battle of the day, second main event. We got one guy returning, one guy making his debut. Mackenzie, let them know he's on the left, bro. Let's go.
Dungeon Civil War. Introducing the savages come from the north. Make some noise for GiMiK.
On the right hand side, from Scotland as well, obviously, making his return after a minute out the game on Don't Flop. We got Z, make some noise! Have we chosen who's gonna go first? Yeah? Alright, final battle of the day, Don't Flop, Iron Bars, take sides, it's on Z, let's go.
Chicka chicka Grant Keel, real name, no gimmick. Came up from the dungeon, now I've got to lock you in it. You get bitch slapped, kidnapped in the pitch black like Chronicles of Riddick. Every conversation is one-sided, cunt will not give you a minute. Yo, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Now, this might sound like a weird one, but not everyone wants to hear your latest 16 accompanied by a barrage of slavers to the eardrum. See, GiMiK's got a reputation for cornering unsuspecting students at parties and rapping at them. Yes! Check it. They sit there terrified as they get verbally accosted. Nervously, they're nodding their heads as this nutter spits another fucking verse and holds them hostage. Yo, literally spitting. Manky fuck Daffy Duck, unleashing a flavour wave of slaver rage, and he won't let them go unless they show him proof that they've liked his Facebook page.
One chance.
And he can't even spell dungeon. He's always been. Listen. And he can't even spell dungeon. He's always been adamant that we spell it D-U-N-J-I-N. What the fuck? He's like, aye, it's easier for fans to find if we spell it wrong though. Aye, easier to find out that you're a fucking Mongol. You cannot spell shit, so get killed by the pen quick. I use my limitless lexicon to devastate this dick-sucking dysfunctional dyslexic. Yo, flurry you with head kicks, elbows from 12 to 6, strike like a steel cobra. Grant Keel's over when I crack heel with the back of my heel, I spin and kick this little prick and make Grant Keel over. Yeah. Yo,
Hey!
tell me my friend, when did you last feel sober? If you stop taking coke, then you might have real boners. Check it out. Listen, speaking of boners, let me tell you a story.
Oh no.
Speaking of boners, let me tell you a story. Years ago, GiMiK confided in me that he has this weird mental compulsion whenever he visits a new building he's never been in, that he has to actually go to the toilet and masturbate. Right? It's his weird way of trying to be marking his territory. So if you've ever let GiMiK in your house to use the toilet, there's a high chance that this bam of a man has actually had a wank in your inventory.
I can boast though.
Make some noise, man, come on!
Yo, all over here, yo. Listen.
Let's go, GiMiK!
Yo, I couldn't battle without explaining the meaning of dungeon. See, me, I'm a genie, I granted ether to substance. If you believe in something, making your dream till it's published. These fucking dweebs, not from the streets, thought it was free to just come in. What's happening, Dundee? This cunt's an actual compies. He can sell cock with his mouth close to the gap in his front teeth. You'll get smacked like a junkie, then stabbed in the bum cheek. He is proof to the theory that man comes from monkeys. He's from Perth, so I'll leave this tough royally fucked. Being his ex's new lad is what this boy will deserve. When being 5'0" looks like a proper nerd. Anyway, let me do that bit again, actually, yeah? He's from Perth, so I'll leave this tough royally fucked. He's almost mangling the language, almost spoiling words. Being his ex's new lad is what this boy will deserve, but his bird gets pumped. It's Scotland's oil reserve. Gonstead Darren is a proper friendly fella. They meet up for a coffee and just talk about the weather. They hear dungeon, they think about chains.
Dungeon.
They think chains and all about the weather. They love him for security until he locks them in a cellar. See, but I've been nicked for being in a nick, and I was always blameless. The only time he's been in the nick is when he's sticking his dick in nameless. See, GiMiK as a lyricist is literally ridiculous. This prick thinks he's iller because all he spews is sick as shit. Most of what he says is complete fucking gibberish. He claimed he'd kill a bitch in lyrics, but gets attached to them like syphilis. You've never had a real fight or even had the battle. And now he wants to be heard. Like, till he's Captain Sparrowed. You know a dungeon win is always half a marvel, but Darren is a loser, so the chance is narrow. They say a pure heart's worth in diamonds can't be paid in digits. And it's not the hand you're dealt, but the card that's played different. When I hear dungeon preparing graves for victims, I started the club, so it's always my spade that's digging. This is his major mission, to put the great in Britain. It's clear we never shared the same fate as children. This cunt is ace with writtens. He can run at 8 a minute. He's been in so many bars, you think he was raped in prison. He's used to getting pumped, so take position. This guy will fight anyone. There's no age restriction. I'm infinity, your limit is lower than the ceiling is. I get so high at night, you need to speak to me through mediums. I hope you get Russell Brand luck when you shag a bitch. I'm talking rugged man drunk. You are a piss.
Let's go, round one!
You've been at this for a decade. Really should be rhyming smarter. Sounding like a pirate farmer. Beard is like an ISIS martyr. Yo, line for line, I'm harder. You're faded away from your prime, now you're a father, and father time has got you winding farther.
Yo, let's go, see? Let's fucking eat that, boy.
Now your hardest lines you sniff. Truth is, I like you. No, truth is, I like you better when you were only partial to a spliff. Yo, looking like Dana White, Tina Shite. Sounding like Steve-O if he was a character from the Beano. Someone get this guy a job. To 90% of the scene, you're seen as a violent knob. You sound like Jason Mewes, but I'm saying you should shut the fuck up once in a while and be more like Silent Bob. You make everyone that doesn't know you nervous.
I'm sorry.
It's truth. And you annoy the fuck out of everybody that you are acquainted with. I let you off the leash for 1 minute. You put foundation on and recorded a video called Quasar, Up Mackenzie's Way with Nick. You got roasted for looking like you've got jaundice in the comments and the flow was lame as shit.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Quit the drink, man. Yo, hold it down. Quit the drink, man. That's the reason you're 30-something looking like you're 42. It's a teachable fact you never even released a track till I recorded you. Thinking you'd be anything without me, you need to ditch that part of chitter chatter, because there isn't a track of yours in existence that I never mixed and mastered. GiMiK, you fucking slavering, slurring, sadistic, magnificent bastard.
Oh, thank you very much.
Listen to me. I'll give you props where it's due. You might be nice when it comes to spitting the freeze, but just remember there's a reason that it's always Z and GiMiK, never GiMiK and Z. And GiMiK isn't just crazy. GiMiK's ADHD disability benefit crazy. If I was to get in a car again ever in my life, if I was to get in a car with this cunt, I'd be praying to the Lord and begging he'd save me. Because this guy he doesn't even have a license, and he's wiped out 4 cars since I've known him. Right? He crashed Mad Hat McGore's car. I've seen him wreck a Mercedes. Because you drive like an 89-year-old one-legged blind fucking pensioner lady. No, I'm gonna be nice. This year I might get you some vouchers for driving lessons from Santa. Whenever you want to stop driving like Paul Walker with a Ryan Dunn in the passenger seat trying to chauffeur for Diana.
Time.
Fucking hell.
Right to on GiMiK, man.
Let's give me, let's go, boy.
I thought he was my boy. Anyway.
What a dick.
I pumped his ex-bitch. I pumped your ex-bitch and broke her pelvis. And all she said is, next, please.
You broke her pelvis?
Aye, true story. He also said his next please. When I'm dead, I'll be a legend, like my dad, or Elvis Presley. Even this MC tells me to NZ. Like the spelling of his name. MCNZ.
Okay.
Mention my son, and I'll fuck you up at once. What's Darren and the gay hobo have in common? They're both fucking bums. No. What? They're both fucking bums. Watch it. Ready, yeah? He's only murderous with words. Won't leave you buried under mud. He loves when pumping sluts to shout, DUNJIN! DUNJIN! When he comes. Mike Righteous, KRS-One and Grandmaster Flash. The top 3 accolades, you can thank him for that. So he's always acting like this and acting like that to distract the fact that your ass is so slack. All he's talking is cocaine. If you got some, I'm no paying.
Me neither.
Right.
Facts.
All you're talking is cocaine. If you got some, I'm no paying. You must be off your dog on like a shotgun from Cobain. Your broad is a screamer. I've got her calling me Ghostface. Hello, DUNJIN. Acting Wu-Tang. Man, you look like a quarter of Coldplay.
Let's go.
This pawn I'm playing on the board in this war we're facing will pull these strings like a puppet or a chord arrangement. Some words from dumb cunt must have got you raging to leave a fucker's bust up upon the pavement. Was it your job to take him? Or give the cops a statement? You lost your job like you were born in Vegas. Gambled your employment, never got no payment. I thought discipline was the first rule of boxing training. Well, this is a good bit, yeah? But no one's following the words from the school of wisdom. You said the crusade, they got your back, but now your crucifixion. Who has the right or the true religion? Fake news, what is real, they're out of jurisdiction. I will cut you down to Gaza size. Your lass has ties with Arab spies. She strips for bank like Palestine and blows my balls for sacrifice. Women look for alpha minds when they're well and truly past their prime. I can never trust these bitches, so I'm never pals with crimes. But a rapper half his life, now he's on an active vibe. But seeing your name on cards in time like a secret Valentine.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
This guy, he writes his bars at night, lit up by a candlelight. Took acid twice, went back in time, now he's living with the Jacobites. Your appearance and demeanour aren't harmonised. This guy has stabber vibes, but he's only been charged or fined once, not actual twice. So I'll send you back to sacrifice. When I fight, roll in the mud, dig dirt for the big man.
Go on.
I don't fuck with pigs, like I've reverted to Islam. That's good as well. I'll do it, D.
Let's go.
This fucking spastic lost us. Yo.
Let's go.
This fucking spastic lost us 2 of our doubles matches. I'll never forgive you for that. Oh, you were going through some shit? What, did you forget how to rap? Showing up wrecked from the night before to slow and stammer your way through it. Excuses are cheap, useless and weak. I'm just pissed off because I knew I could beat you, Acre and Bolden in a solo battle in my sleep. Thinking we'd win it anyway, but your bars were unprepared. Thinking you No, I'm not even going to say the bar, mate. But your arse is fucking scared. I'm not, check it. I'm not here to talk about teen groupies or wee floozies. I'm more here to chat about the fact that you've been stabbed more times than all the victims combined in every single Scream movie. No shit. This guy probably holds the record for surviving the most stabbings in Scotland. At some point, you've got to stop and think, Grant. You might be the problem. Yo, proof is in the pudding because that's what Grant do. Yo, stop pissing people off to the point the only option left is to stab you. But since you're into getting cut so fucking much, I might just add to it. You won't recover after this. I slash your ribs with a nasty chip that's acid dip. My stabbing game is accurate. Pull the blade from out the cabinet. I'm granting Keela's last his meal. I'm colder than the Damascus steel from which it's fashioned with. Yo, and you're right. I'm hairy. I'm Wolverine. 4 blades at a time. 4 blades at a time. I'll pull your spleen with persistence. X this man out of existence. Off with his head all day. He thinks he's solid because he's rocking that Conor McGregor cosplay.
Fight!
No, complete Conor McGregor cosplay, complete with the drug and the alcohol issues. Yo, you should have been left as a wank in a tissue. My arsenal split you with stars like ninjutsu. It's hard to just diss you, because you're my boy. It's undeniable, you're my bro, man. Everyone knows we got a bromance.
Yeah, boy.
Everyone knows we got a bromance. But if there's just one little thing I can't... But if there's just one little thing I can't understand in my own, man, it's why in your mid-30s had you suddenly started dressing like a roadman? Anyway, big up, fuck all this shit. Big up to the whole scene. Shout out to Syllable and Brains, Oscar Bravo. In this city, these legends laid the main foundations. Dungeon came a decade later, paved the second generation. Big up to the new scene, cunts like Sherps, Eugene, and the waves. And the waves that they've been making. And we got Z, GiMiK, Crones, and Nameless on the card. It's still a fucking dungeon domination.
Last round, bro, let's go.
Okay, yo.
Let's go, man.
I see this here at ape has had a fate to taper. But under what he wears, he can't shave with razors.
Can't shave a razor.
Remember that day I had to raid your neighbour? Then today is the day you can repay the favour.
Remember that day?
He thinks he's Jamie Fraser on stage and theatre. But his scripts is all the time his actor makes the paper. When he told me he was an Outlander, I stopped enjoying it. Even though he's just an extra, I bet he talks a lot in it. Flawless when you're watching him. It compliments the audience. Always on the script. A novelist. So ill with it makes doctors sick. He does his own stunts on pointing coordinates of confidence. If I'm not paid back by the end of this battle, it's just preposterous.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, the last cut in Scotland to be battling Darren, a wizard of words. He's like Arthur's companion. Flying a flag in a pattern of a magical dragon. I've got a green and white backup, like I'm landing in Cardiff. Welcome to Scotland, where you're standing within inches of stabbing. Hard men man them get sparked in the garden. I'm savage but charming.
Thanks.
If there's carnage or standing, this faggot's a bombing. Sorry. He flew to the USA to do his rapping on a stage. He saved up for months and spent half of all his wage. This bastard had to save, because travel wasn't paid. Rapping off my face wasn't common. We both battled in a state. This man is a freak. He spits raps in his sleep. It don't take a thalidomide to agree that your bars are a reach. Back when C with gangly teeth was fat in the cheeks, he worked in Cineworld, popping corn, selling packets of sweets. The only white powder he's ever moved is sherbet, candy and treats. A gram of shit weed can last him a week.
True story.
True story. He talks about killing cunts. You're not a gangster, and no one gives a fuck. The Cinebun worked in Cineworld, working on syllables, the silly cunt. I thought he would mention when the bird said, please choke.
Oh yeah?
You pumped the bird, she choked herself. Now that's a murder Z wrote. He pumps birds until they jump. He makes them fucking suicidal. He stopped listening to Eminem. Now he hits the suicidal. Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that tracks that Marshall Mathers ripped off? No, the album with the samples from Alfred Hitchcock. Music to be murdered by, but acting's his job. We are now looking at the benefactor of rap and hip hop. Your music should come with a disclaimer saying strictly entertainment. You need a vivid imagination to listen to what he's claiming. He spits it with conviction, and everything he's saying with no rhymes or convictions, apart from kicking it with Nameless. Time!
Yo!
Cake Shite is now fucking over. Thank you everybody for coming out.